Maik Wiedenbach here, reaching in the imaginary mailbox. So since I did this video on training frequency, you guys asked me, hey, what would a push-pull leg split look like? That's actually an excellent question. So pretend we're doing the push day, okay? So the push day, coming to the gym, the first thing I do is I create length in my chest and shoulders with some pull aparts, you know. Normally I use a much bigger band because I'm like super strong, but you get the idea. So my first exercise would be something like this, you know, I'm locking my shoulders, flexing my tris, pulling out to here. And then if I feel up to it, you know, I would get in some rotations. And then when I'm fully ready, I start my actual workout. So this would be more of a shoulder pressing focused day. So my first exercise would be my very much beloved Erin's press. So, you know, tucking my abs in and then kind of going out into a Y, I guess you could say. Thumbs lower, like not falling down more than this. So here is it, and also no locking out. So that would be my first, let's say, 4 or 5 sets or so. Then I would actually stay here and go into a regular shoulder press, something like this. And then I would get 1.5s, meaning I come up to here, back down, that's the half, obviously, and now the full, right? So half, full. Again, the full one is not here because this is actually really easy to hold, but this is really difficult because, you know, tension. Then we're going to take an exercise for the shoulders. And then for the chest, I wouldn't most likely add any more presses because, you know, I'm kind of taxed already. So I would go with flies, and I would start with the focus on a contraction. So again, from here to here. So each rep doubles up. 1, 1, 2, 2. Then I would do about 2 sets where I go stretch, 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 all the way. Notice my hands, and I'm shoving the elbows together. Just the elbows, not the hands. So that would be, let's say, 4 sets. Then I would actually stay here. It's just so convenient. And start out with a heavier weight though, getting my 5, 6 flies in, then taking 1 step out, and then changing the angle again down here. And then, you know, if I feel like it, I would do like maybe a static hold in the end, you know, that sort. So that would be for the chest. And then for tris, because I'm so old, I'd use the band, again a bigger band, and I would go Vince Gironda style and do 8x8 press downs. So 8, those are easy on the joints or easier. Open up wide, keep my lats flexed. Take 10 seconds. Dee 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 dee. And until I hit 8x8. Then, since I have this, I could actually use it for some crunches. And again, because I'm so old and concerned about shoulder health, I sometimes use the fly setup for a high pulley. It's more like active recovery for the pecs. Just pulling back out and simply getting a good stretch in. So that's Monday, let's say. Okay guys, see you for Tuesday. Mike out. So it's Tuesday, so to speak, and we're doing our pull day. So pull day, meaning the back, the first thing we do is we activate, right? So that we make sure we actually feel it. So I prefer flex deadlifts, where come down and then push and just get that squeeze here. Push and squeeze. Push and squeeze tight. You know, think like 3x12 or so, 3x15. So now I'm ready to go. And my first exercise would be lat pull down kneeling. So kind of come down like here, tuck, and drive the elbows in. Drive the elbows, light hands, till about here, only go up till this. No more. Why kneeling? Because kneeling, you can't do this. So that'll be my second exercise. Then I would do, for lack of a better word, the spider rows. If you have a hammer strength machine, you know, by all means use that. The key is though to do this. Okay? This creates tension in the lat here. So not a full stretch, this is it. Drop the shoulders, lock the shoulders, squeeze tight. Next one is a beauty, I think. Mechanical drop set, mid-back. So 5 rows, elbows out, 5 rows regular, and then 5 what I call deads and rows. So deadlift, turn, row. Deadlift, turn, row. Deads, turn, row. Then finally we're doing biceps. So for the bicep, I'm doing the elevator curl. So quarter, half, full. Because with cables, you can curl all the way up. Quarter, half, full. You know, like an elevator, yeah? You get it, right? And then, depending on my energy levels, I either call it or I set up a wide grip stiff arm. I'm like this, where my arms can go by the body, just to get max blood flow in the lats. So that's day 2, you know, for the back. See you Wednesday. Mike out. What's up, guys? Maik Wiedenbach here, talking about gym mistakes. Now, there's obviously no shortage of gym mistakes, and I wish this camera would swivel and you could see everything that's going on here, because it is effing hilarious. But we should focus on ourselves and just make our physiques better. So, in no particular order, I'm just sitting very comfortably. Side raises, okay? Often something like this, butchered nonsense. First things first, whatever's on top works, okay? So if I'm sitting like this, it's actually my front delt that does the work, and not my medial, right? So in order to get a proper side raise in, I have to lean forward a tiny bit, just like so. Now, furthermore, I lead from the elbows from here to here. I do not do this. That's a shrug, okay? Shrugs are cool. I want to do shrugs, but we're not doing shrugs. Okay, since I'm here, rear delt, right? People using 100s or 120s. No. First of all, turn the hands, flex the tris, and now lead your elbows out. Now, this is the one exercise that actually Arnold showed me. By the way, happy belated birthday, dude. His birthday was yesterday. And if you don't know that, you're not really a bodybuilder. But anyways, so I was doing, at the seminar, I was doing rear delt raises. I was like this, and Arnold kept pushing me down and down and down. And again, what's on top is what works. I mean, the man wasn't governor for no reason. So, since I'm here, believe it or not, the shoulder press often gets butchered also. So, what you need to do is, first of all, when I see this, that's an incline press, okay? Nothing else. So, you need to sit upright because you're pressing with your shoulder. No space in the back, tighten the lower back, and now you're driving. It's like so, ear level till about here. This is easy because my muscles are not working. Now they're working, okay? In the end, you want to shorten this, right? So that's what you're doing. From about here, that's as low as you can go without having gravity do the work for you. Then curls, man, curls. You know, you would think that the amount of curls people do, they got it right, but they don't. Does this look familiar? Anybody? What is this? You hate your elbow? You want to crash it? So, first things first, the thumb goes under. Now, the wrist is neutral. Coming up, you curl out. You flex your lats at all times. So, my upper arm never loses the contact with the lats, which means I never do this. This looks awesome, but it's bad for the elbow and no gains. So, curl out, come down till about here. Any higher than this, you're doing a front raise. Now what we're doing. On the topic of arms, kickbacks, right? What is this? It's like an epileptic donkey or something. So first of all, if you're this low, the shoulder does the work. So you stand tall, about here, and drive back, really get that squeeze. The work happens in the last couple inches. And then there's chest. So chest flies, people do them, it's like this. Shoulders up, too much of a stretch. First things first, shoulders down, locked. You coming down till about so, as opposed to here, and only whatever your lats can pull. And then you're driving till here, because that's where gravity stops. So none of this, stop clanking, that is so annoying. So, detour for presses. Come down, active range of motion only, drive up till about here. This is easy, this is hard. Come down till about here. Inward intention all times. You know how they say on Yahoo, with this one weird trick, you will build 8 pounds of muscle overnight. Well, with my weird tricks, you're not going to build 8 pounds of muscle overnight, but you build some muscle and you stay healthier. Mike out.